In the midst of the race, behold, look up. Your redemption draws nigh. I'm Alpha and Omega. I'm the beginning and the end. Even in the middle, I'm in the middle. Wherever you make your bed at, I'm there. In that ugly place, he was still there. I'm being mean to everybody. He was still there. He never left. Not one time did he leave. Even every time we mess up and we thought we was out for the count. I got more right than you. You got to get up. You can't stay right here. Oh, I'm comfortable. That's why I'm going to make everything uncomfortable. Because you're comfortable in it. And this is not your permanent position. It was just a temporary stop, Elder Brooks. Just a temporary stop. And sometimes we got comfortable in them temporary stops and made them permanent. And that's why hell start breaking loose so you can get up. Come on, clap your hands. Come on, clap your hands for Jesus. Oh, Jesus is awesome. Oh, Jesus is awesome. I looked over Elder Marquis. I said, oh, Dad, you like you jumped out a GQ magazine. You looking kind of handsome now. He kept saying, like, I said, wait a minute, Jesus. He looking kind of handsome. He, my son, I ain't looking at him cross-eyed. He looking good for a nice woman. But I'm so glad. He said, every now and again, you gotta give him a praise with your feet. When your mouth can't open, your feet can do something. Your feet do damage. That's right. I don't want to move my feet. It don't take all that. When you're in a crazy place and you really can't put your hands on that, I'll move my feet first. You got to be getting ready to do something for me. You got to be getting ready to bring me out of something. I can't stay here. I can't stay here. I can't stay here. You say maximize. I ain't even catch all of what you was talking about. But I've been saying all weekend, even in a tight place, you got more strength and space in a tight place. It's how you maximize that space. Because he said where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty. There's freedom. There's freedom in that place. And if some of y'all lost, I can bring it up to speed. You can't give up in a mix of wherever your life at right now. And it may not be going the way you wanted to go, but it's according to God's divine timing. Everything happens at his timing. And you can do some stuff faster than what you're supposed to do it. And you can program some stuff and say, well, I'm going to do it like this and I'm going to do it like that. He say, no, I'm going to blow on all of that because that was never my plan. But you put it together and I'm going to show you that I'm God and I'm going to blow on it. And when I start blowing on it, everything unravels. The things you don't even want to unravel. That's why. He said, in them secret places, I openly reward you. You know, you go seek him in them secret. Oh, God, help me. And when he start helping us, you're like, God, I ain't want you to touch that. Yes, I did. I need to touch that because you're going to be integral in me. Where you see the blood, he's going to pay. Well, got to be some integrity there for him to be covering that and for the enemy not to be able to take it out. It got to be something valuable there. Okay. He made an investment. And he do come back to take a piece of his investment. His investment, he has to get a return on his investment. So you mean to tell me that, okay, he going to keep on saving you and keeping you. For what? He got an investment in you. And every now and again, you got to yield that investment unto him.
That's right.
Present your body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And you got to let God renew your mind every day. And on them days that you're crazy, it ain't bad to sit down there and say, God, touch my mind. Because I know I ain't thinking right. God, touch my thoughts because my thoughts is off. God don't think about killing us. So we got to know that's of the enemy. Oh boy, I love you.
Love you too.
You're going to mess me up because I want to say what God is pumping me to say. You got so much worth in you that even with right now, and I don't even know right now, I don't know what all of that is, His purpose got to come out of that. And that's still part of the story that's going to help somebody else get free.
Yes.
Amen.
But hear me when I say this. That time is of the essence. And you may say, I got a little bit more, no more time. You've operated on borrowed time. I've caught you a long time ago. And you just been doing a little bit here and a little bit there. Time is of the essence. I woke up at 3 o'clock and I start humming something. I woke up at 3 o'clock and I said, okay, just do it how you want to do it. Do it how you want to do it. And I couldn't understand it. And I said, huh? I started trying to lay back down in my bed. He said, just do it how you want to do it. Just do it however he wants to do it. Let him do it.
Yes. Yes.
I start feeling a little melody. Just do it how you want to do it. Just do it how. Because we want God to do it. We want our way. And if we would look at our life for real, if He did it how we want Him to do it, we'll still be messed up.
Yes.
His way is perfect. And we get in situations and we say, I love him. Well, I love her. She mean everything. But she ain't for your long haul. God see you futuristic. Yes. And we see right now. That ain't going to work for what I got planned down there. Yes. So, as James Nelson say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to my sorrow and bye-bye to my pain. Say bye-bye to my sorrow and bye-bye to my pain. Because we don't know how to identify pain. We identify by pain by saying, they love me. They won't hurt you if they love you.
That's the truth.
I'm going to mess with your theology. When we talk about the greatest love, and that's Jesus, it hurts Him that you would have to go through to see that He got better for you. That's the greatest love. Now I got to watch you go through just so you can see with your natural eyes that is bigger than what you see with your natural eyes now. Well, you say natural twice, yeah, because naturally we look at things and we think things are just what it is. No, it's not until God lets you go through and you go back and you look at that thing again. Oh, I get it now. I had to go that way. Because first I wouldn't listen to instructions. And I had my own perspective on it. And it wasn't God's perspective. It was my perspective. And in our nice little sneaky way, okay, I'm going to say yes and I'm going to say amen, but I'm still going to do it my way. And I'm going to hit the brick wall, but I'm not going to really tell nobody I'm hitting the brick wall. But those good people that can see good, keep saying you hit that wall. Hit that same wall, the same way. It's time to hit it another way. The children of Israel was in captivity. And had they had listened, that was a 3-day journey. So if we think about God would have brought us out 3 years ago, we in it 3 years later, only because we keep hitting that wall. That same wall. Because we keep being hard-headed. God don't know what's best. He do. He know what's best for you. Ultimately, see, you got to learn how to say the stuff that you don't like to say. God, cut it at the root. Cut it at the root and seal it. Because if He cut it at the root and He seal it, the enemy can't perpetrate and camouflage it to be the same thing, because it won't be that. He had to come another way. He had to come another way. And then that's why present your body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing. If my mind stayed the same when I first came to God, there will never be no room for growth. There would never be no room for growth. But because we're going to let this mind be in Him, He going to keep checking us. Check your mouth. Be quiet. Stop saying it like that. Fix your attitude. Fix your shoulders. Don't use that body language. They hurting my feelings. You always going to the feeling thing and never take ownership. That won't grow you up. And that's why he loves us so much. He give us tough love. Everybody say tough love.
Tough love.
That's that love that hurts you,
Yes.
but it's good for you.
Yes.
It hurts you, but it makes you move.
Yes.
It hurts you, but it makes you be accountable.
Yes.
It hurts you, and it makes you be on time.
Yes.
It hurts you, but it makes you be in place.
Yes.
He said he had a hard day. He said, no, you can do it like that. Come on, clap your hands. I don't know if you love him today, but I love him today. And my son said, I don't do everything right. I don't either. But I'm convinced that I love him.
Yes.
I'm convinced I can't live without him. I'm sure that if he don't speak, I can't move. That means that every day I'm listening for him to speak to me. So much so, I'm going to give you just a little segment of how God did this. Give him to him because you're going to tag in. And then we're going to go home. I had a situation 20 years ago where I was friends with somebody. And God was prompting me to pray for these people. In a segment of the last 10 years, I've been praying for these people. So it kept bothering me that I can't locate these people. I'm not on Facebook. So I say to Marquise, see if you can locate these people. And Marquise went to go do whatever you do on Facebook to try to find the people. So long story short, I met up with some other people that by all means know these people. And you know how people say, I'm going to give you the information, or I'm going to make sure they can. I thought, okay, they gave the people the information and people just didn't want to connect. So in a matter of 4 weeks ago, the person responded to Marquise, and we're talking over 2 years ago. It's a 2-year, whatever you want to call it, however you do it through Facebook. 2 years later, they respond. So I talked to the person by way of email, and I talked to the person in a couple frame of text. But what is mind-blowing is, before they responded, I was praying for the person's mother, right? And I was praying for their healing and their body and all of this. Now, I don't know how well people retain information, but I was 13, 14, and 15 when I met these people. And I knew that the mother had her at the change of life. So she was like 60 years old, almost 60 when she had her. So we're talking 20 years later, she got to be 80. Long story short, I had to reach out to her. After I talked to her, I reached out to her because we were supposed to have lunch. And the night before, I went to sleep, the Lord just said, you're not going to go because something is going to stop you from going tomorrow. So you're not going to go. So when I woke up, she in turn sent me a text. And she said, okay, we still on for 2. And then it got up to 12. So I said, okay, so what restaurant are we meeting at? So she said, Wanda, I got my mom at the doctor, and it's more than just a doctor appointment. They're going to admit my mom, and, you know, she got a blockage in her heart. Oh, the devil is a liar. I still didn't get the full picture. I want y'all just to follow me. I'm talking about this race. And I'm talking about our kingdom assignment in the race. You're in the race, and you got a kingdom assignment. And I don't care if you stop in the race and say, I'm just going to lean on the side of the fence. You still got an assignment. However long it take you to complete that assignment, you still got assignment. And I don't know how many of y'all are eager to, I like to make hundreds. I like to pass. I don't want to just say, I just passed by a point. I ain't okay with that. That ain't good enough for me. So in the course of all of that, the lady go to have open heart surgery. First they say they can't do no surgery. She got so much fluid that, you know, this not looking good. That's the report I got. It's not looking good, and hey! God seen this before it got to this. So he had people praying before we got to this place. I heard the Lord say, clear as day. And I don't know how many people remember 3 weeks ago we was in this service. I called out Christine Russ's name. Literally, the Lord say, tell her by this time tomorrow, she's going to see a little bit improvement. So I waited to the number, my clock. Take that number that the Lord say, send that. I waited till the next day. I said, hey, I just want to check and see how your mom is doing. Oh, ain't nothing changed. The devil is a liar. He said by this time tomorrow, a little bit was going to change. I put in big caps. I said, I don't know what part you missed in that text. He said by this time tomorrow, something had to have changed. I said that to her. She didn't respond right away. She said, but I believe God. No, she said, all I got is to hold on. I said, okay, don't stress. But the Lord showed me she was stressed. But people tell you they ain't something, and they do be it. And then you believe what they say and not believe who speaks greater than them. I must beat it all the way up until now. I went out of town. I came back home. I shot her a message before I could go to bed because God prompted me again and asked how her mother doing. Every day I would say, how your mom, how your mom? She said, oh, she coming, but it's a long process. Thanks, Wanda, for praying. Thanks, Wanda, for praying. Thanking God. So this morning, I'm tired. I got an emergency call last night. I didn't even get the bed good. The enemy attacked the kid in South Carolina. I just got home. I ain't been home 2 hours from Sumter. They say, you was? Yeah, but I was somewhere else, but I was there. You go to the hospital, and I'm going to pray. Because I'm going to believe God to move. Every time God do something major there, you better be looking for some attacks. They either here or there. They coming. I got some here, and they got some there. Long story short, this morning, I woke up, and the Holy Ghost prompted me and say, don't text her, call her. So I said, hey, Joy, I was going to text you, but I heard the Lord say, call. Wanda, I said, this don't sound like, she said, it's me. I said, why you sound like that? I'm sick. I bypassed all that. All of that to say, you did what you did. You was living how you was living. I was going to church then. Now, you living for Jesus too now. Right? So she said, yeah, the people keep telling me that I should just put some kind of little book together. I said, what kind of book are you going to be? It just dropped on me. What kind of book you going to be? Are you going to be that written book or that spoken book? And before I know it, she said, I'm the spoken book, Wanda. I believe that I'm the spoken book. Elder Brooks will tell you, I started getting ready for church because that moment in time, I seen my purpose if I never did. If you want to walk this walk, you better see purpose in why you do what you do every now and again. You ain't just living for God just to say, oh, I'm just here. You get purpose out of it. And if you ain't getting purpose, you need to go back and seek God. What am I here for? What you called me to do here? If you're not going to make impact in people's life, sit on the pew and do nothing. Prayer is powerful. Yes. I started calling her family members' name. She said, Wanda, that's their name too. I said, girl, I got a good photogenic memory up here. I ain't forget none of them people. I said, and it blew my mind when the Lord kept saying, call Christine Russ' name out. Because I didn't know nothing was wrong with your mother. I hadn't talked to you, hadn't seen you. But God unfolded that thing before I could get out that house. And she was like, I'm just thanking God. I said, girl, I can't wait to get in the house. I'm excited that God included me in the plan. He included me in the plan. Okay, y'all sit here like that. If you here, he included you too. He could have scratched your name out of the plan. He could have said, Bonds, I don't need you. I'm going to choose your father. But he didn't say that. He said, I chose you. He could have said, Kim, let me just take your brother. But he didn't say that. He said, I want you. Oh my. Jackie. He didn't say I'm going to skip over you because you're the only child and I'm going to just wait until your offspring spring up. He said, you're going to change it for them. And even with a little detours, that's still an assignment. Asia, with your little bunny ears, you got an assignment. Clap your hands. Because y'all are not loving them right now. If we ain't shouting, we ain't feeling God. You want to be able to feel him even if you're not shouting. The Bible said, there will come a time when my people will not endure sound doctrine.
That's right.
They will have itching ears. Anything people tell them, I'm going to run over here. Anything people tell them, I'm going to run over there. And you don't know which way to run because you just caught up in the wind. But it is good to be able to hear God from heaven. And I hear him from heaven at home while I'm in the kitchen. I be in there messing with some chicken, plucking some feathers. And he be saying, hey, I'm calling you up higher. Hey, you can't stay there. And I'm saying, God, I'm talking. No! Everything I invested depends on you moving to the next place. That's why you can't afford to get comfortable. I'm so good that I took this little 2-day trip. I knew the 2-day trip was for my 2 little adjutants, little Curly and Mo. Little Curly and Mo got all weekend. But I thank God because I told them I had to get something too. I looked at them and said, I ain't leaving unless God talk to me. You can't be a vessel and get empty and not get refilled.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Right. And even in being a vessel, you have to sometimes empty out to be refilled. I said 2 different things. You can't be a vessel and be empty and not get filled. And you can't be a vessel and get empty and needs to be refilled. So when you need him, you ought to seek him. A good jump right there would be kind of good. I like how he said, you don't know what I got to go through. And it went back to what I said. I don't know what Monday is going to bring. I don't know what Tuesday is going to bring. It's going to bring something. I don't know what Thursday is going to surprise me with. But I'm saying thank you right now. If you understood what you had in your mouth and how powerful it was, you wouldn't be like, oh, it's powerful. It's powerful. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So what I got that's invested in me is powerful. Now I can use it for God's glory, or I can misuse it. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. I'm at the place where I get to scream all the time. Because he just keep messing me up. See, just when you think you know him, he switch up on you, let you know you don't know me that well yet. You got to keep on getting to know me a little bit more. You thought you knew me. Yeah, you thought we was cool. Bam, I'm going to switch on you. I switched up on you. And you like, he loved me and switched up? Yeah, because you get too comfortable with him and you just want to stay right there. No, come on up. And the higher you come, the lower you got to go. Oh. Because flesh can't go up. Okay. The spirit, flesh can't go up. Clap your hands. I love you. Oh God, I love him. I love him. Mommy even clap her hands. See, I said clap your hands. She's like, look at mommy, clap her hands. Go ahead, mommy. No, it's no baby over here. She just clapping her hands too. And she in her here, yeah. Bible said he gonna have a witness. He gonna use the little people. And I ain't lying. We had Jesus going down the road. I walked into the service. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't need no preacher to preach to me. I walked in and they was just had the aura of prayer going through. I said, I'm going for broke right here. I don't care. And take the glasses off, snot everywhere. I don't care. When you need him, you got to get what you got to get at the moment he's right there giving it out. Right. And if you miss it, that's right. Well, you know, I was trying to make sure that Elder Bonds was good. Well, we're going to be snotting together. I'm going to hold you up. You better hold me up. Because I'm going to get mine. I'm trying to make sure you good. And I'm barely making it. I'm on life support. I'm on life support. And we miss God. And we miss who God is. We miss God. Because we put God in a box and we say that God is the church. No, you the church.
That's right.
You the church. So what kind of church are you representing? What's the name of your church? What's your church built on? What's your foundation made out of? Because I'm reminded in the Bible that there is a stone that the builder rejected.
That's right.
And he was the chief cornerstone. So tell me what kind of stones your building is made out of. I hope there's some chief cornerstones in there. Because if you got a little foundation and your foundation is made up on you, oh, it's going to fall. You put it together, it's some cracks in that. There's some cracks in that foundation. And that's why in your life you can look back and you can say, I'm messing up and I can't get it right. Check out your foundation. Check out your foundation. And if you started out with a good foundation, see, another man can't come and build nothing else but that was already laid. Come on, I'm helping you today. Ah! Oh! If you wanted to build something other than God, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I just gotta illuminate light. Even if the enemy come in and perpetrate it, it ain't gonna work.
Wow, it ain't.
Well, since it ain't gonna work, you gotta follow Jesus' orders. I was standing there, and the scripture came to me, brethren, I count not myself to apprehend this one thing that I do. I'm forgetting everything that just happened, and I'm gonna make a move right now. I'm making a move because God made a decision for me that I'm building on this sure foundation. And if you got some people on the sure foundation, you just work on it. And you just need some people that have, when they building something, you need some supporting beams. Because the supporting beams is going to hold the whole house up. Now, how you have a house that's going to support everything? You got to put Jesus in some pots where you got some cracks. Why? Because Jesus come to fill up every hole. That's why he put us on the potter's wheel. Why? Because he just keep molding us and molding us. That's why I was standing over there. I said, God, how am I going to get back in the run? Why? Because don't you know why Jesus keep putting water in us and he's still molding us? So we just keep on moving. Sometimes it hurt, but I keep on moving. And I like about God, when God gets you in the midst of you keep on moving, you try to move a little faster, but you keep moving faster till you get tired. But I thank God when you get tired, he's still talking. And you just say, all right, God, I'm going to do what you say to do. But you got to pick up the speed and you got to make the pace move how he wants you to move. But we keep looking at like, God, it ain't happening. It's happening in his time, but not my time. He said, because it's going to have an expected end. So he said, oh, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to draw together in unity. So I know all of us got an issue in here. So I need you to help me keep the train moving. Why? Because I want to give up, but I can't give up. I see you about to get on the train. I ain't getting off the train. I ain't stopping this train. Why? Because I know you got something that I need. And it was so funny how on we was in Friday night and we was talking about God, wake up everybody that's supposed to be here. Wake them up. Because everybody's asleep. So wake them up in their spirit man. Wake up their spirit man where their gifts have to be used for this hour, this season, for this house. Why? Because we got some investments that haven't came home yet that need to give up their deposit that's what's in them. Why? Because the prodigal son, he left home with his goods and spurted it all across the town. But how many of you know God still needs you back at home? He still needs you with your investments. You can be bankrupt when you leave God, but he put you back in your rightful place because he called you a peculiar people, a holy nation. He called you with an expected end on your life. So when I want to give up, I just decided, no, I can't give up. My investment is more important than what I'm going through. And I like about this about God. I can mess up. He just come on and say, all right, keep moving. I'm going to help you get it right while you're going along. But we decide when we mess up, we got to stop the train. No, he said, get back on the ride. I'm going to get you and chastise you while I'm getting you on the road. So you get got. And you get mad at Jesus for getting got, but you ought to be thanking God he got you because he loved you. God chastised who he loves. And if he don't get you, you got a problem because you just say, God, why I ain't get my beating yet? He don't come check up on you once in the blue moon, it's a problem. But I came to the point in the realization that I got to be intentional every time I come in this place. Because we talked about this on Friday. We would begin to pray about different people and how God was going to heal and deliver them. We would begin to pray about the ministry and the fellowship. But it got to be intentional every time we get together. it got to be intentional that I got to get something for me, and I got to get something for the corporate body too. So we taking everything that the enemy took from us, or we gave to the enemy, we want it back, and we want the enemy to bring it back to us, and we not going to get it from him. Did y'all catch that? Yes. So we gave him time and we wasted some time, but we told the enemy, I want my time back, bring it back where it's at. Even if I don't use it, you giving it back to me. I got family members that I gave up on, but they ain't dying in this season. Why? Because I made a decision. God, I'm standing this, and you gave me power and authority. They coming out. So if I'm going to die for him, and I got authority and kingdom authority for my family members that's jacked up, and there's some in ministry that's jacked up too. That's right. So you gotta get the whole perspective of it all. Yes. And if God, you gave me this power, this dunamis power, this power that work where I don't have to go to the place, but I can speak it from where I'm at right now, and it go. But I need that power to stay with me. And it causes me to be a sacrifice that someone else get access or access into the God. That's right. So I began to say, wow. Because we began to pray for the kids down there, and I was like, God, and touch Journey, and touch Destiny, and Destiani, and God, touch the ones I don't know their name. But God, we know you can heal, and God, we know you can deliver. And we begin to decree and declare God's word back to him. Don't you know when the law has been established, you just reaffirm God's law back to him, and he get to work on it. Yeah. But when we put our own twist on it, it don't work fast enough for us. So when our bodies can't go and see the situation, our spirit man take us where we need to be at. Yeah. It just make us into an open heaven where we decree and we declare and we stand on what God said gonna happen. Come on, man. Thank you. So if you got some family members that's gonna be saved and delivered in this season, I decree it now. Yeah. I don't care how you do it, God, but I decree and I declare you're gonna do it now. I don't care how you do it. I don't even gotta see you do it. I'm gonna praise you because they're coming out. And look at this. I love it that when people run from God and you pray for them and you see them pop back up, that means your prayers still work. Yeah. God still moves. Yeah. God, I don't care how you do it. You do it. You do your job best. Yeah. Why? Because we get crazy, we get fickle, and we think the people always got to come in the house. But when God do what he does best and he get the manifestation, I'm glad that I can still praise God because you coming out. Yeah. That's right. When you see your family member out in the grave and you glad to see them and they not being seen, you ought to give God some glory. I got the activities of my limbs. I can praise him. And I just thank God because you know how in jumping jacks, you had to jump in one hole, then you had to cross your legs to get out the other hole. But don't you know in God, a hopscotch. Don't you know in God, you got to hop out of some stuff and to just jump into some stuff that he called you to. That's why he said launch out into the deep. See, we keep staying on the shoreline, staying in the middle of the water where you don't see your way, where you see God going to do it. However you do it, I'm going to give you praise. That's why in this hour in my life, I don't care about no job. I don't care about no people. Why? Because I discovered that my faith has been increased, that I can trust God in every area of my life. Now, in times past, with a job, I worried about the job more than I worried about God. But I came to the point where, God, if you told me I got to do this, I'm going to just do it. Why? Because you got me. Yeah. When you get to the point where he got you, that brings your faith to another level where you can stand in God where anything come or go, I'm going to stand right here. Yes. When you stand like that, get ready because the enemy bringing everything that he got against you. That's right. But the Bible said it was good for me to be afflicted. Yes. Because if I'll never be afflicted with nothing, how can I have a witness to someone else that they coming out? And the thing about running from God, you just running around in a circle. You keep running around in that circle until you come to a halt and making a conscious decision. You know what, God? I can't keep running like this because nothing is getting done. Productivity is not being fulfilled. And I just keep on running. And look, we just running around years and years and years. But I like about God because he said one day is like 1,000 years. So if God redeems time, if I just make that conscious decision to make a move. Why? Because I got to get out of this lane and get in the fast lane. Because I know when I get to work, I be trying to take that last couple minutes to get to work, I get in the accelerated lane. So God make you speed up time. Why? Because you've been wasting time, so you gotta put some pace in it. That you gotta do something that you normally don't do. And when you got people on your watch that need to be delivered and set free, you can't go to sleep yet. And you can't put it in cruise control. But you gotta keep on moving. This is gonna help someone eventually. Why? Because you got people on your watch waiting for you to come around. Why? Because this train ain't coming around no more, no time soon. Why? Because if I gotta go to South Carolina, I gotta go. I can't come back and see what you're doing. Why? So while I'm here right now in this moment, I got to make sure you're good. That comes to a point where you got to make sure everybody on your road. Y'all good? All right, we keep it moving. Why? Because God is making us accountable to each other. That we check up on each other. Because in this ministry now, with team ministry, that means there can't be no weak links. And when there's a weak link, you check out the link that you connected to, and you get it fixed or adjusted, and keep the train moving. Just keep the train moving. But look at this, and I'm done after this, because look at this. The Bible say in James, to the all glory, dominion, and power. Now we serving a God that has all glory, all power. And he's running everything, so he has dominion. And he gave us dominion. Why don't we not just speak to what we need in dominion? That means in the realm that you're already in, the portal that you're already in. You speak those things as not as though they already were. So if you need your family delivered, set free, you speak it in that moment, and you give God praise right there. Why? Because you established it, you decreed it, and you settled it. But look, it gotta get crazy before God fulfill it. If you look at it and say, God, it ain't working, it's not going to work, because we're looking at it right now in that one moment. I like God because God let stuff pile up like trash. You be at the bottom of the burrow, at the bottom of the basin. And that's where God picks you up, clean you off, put you in the front, where people say, oh, you just got here. Yeah, I've been through a lot, and I can help you where I just came out of. See, we think the church is just preaching to each other what the word say. Let the word do the work. Tell me how you got over. I know what Paul and them said in the book, but how did you get over? I need some right now, 2017 way to get out. I've been running around this corner all these years, and I still don't know how you got in that building. Well, it was a strategy. It was a side door. God always got a way and an escape for us. Either you take the rest area exit, or he make you get the police to pull you over to get off. And God got some elite leaders as a police in the spirit realm that pull you over and check you real good. Give you a nice little citation and tell you about yourself and say, keep on driving. You need people like that. I know I did. I need somebody to tell me, you know what, you ain't doing this good. You need to tweak this right here. Why? Because if they don't tweak you, you're going to be dysfunctional all the time. But God wants us to be better in this hour, in this season. I'm excited for everyone that's in here. I'm excited for everyone that's in here right now. Why? Because we're going somewhere together. Look at your neighbor on your road and say, we're going somewhere. In times past, we couldn't stand each other. But in this season, I need you, and we're going to be good. See, that helped the enemy, that helps the enemy get upset that they just knew they helped each other. And we going somewhere. There used to be a problem there, but we bud buddies now. Why? Because we going somewhere. Why? God's still going to get the glory. God's still going to get the honor. Why? Because you know what? In team ministry, this your season. This my season to step back. And you know when you step back, you push the person that's in front of you. Why? Because you come to the point where when my turn comes around, I want somebody to push me. And then in all honesty, you know, our leader push us, but this is the season where we push our leader. Just do all of what he say do.
Yes.
Do it all, overseer. Go ahead, do it all. In the midst of that, we probably say, don't do it all because we gotta have to do some more work. But we're obedient enough to say, go ahead, overseer, do what you gotta do.
That's right.
That's even when she cut us. All right, I don't really like this cut, but all right. I ain't gonna talk to you for about 2 days, but I'll see you by Wednesday. Why? Because I need what you got, but I just didn't like how it was gonna come back to me. So I'm getting out of my feelings and just take it and keep it moving. Well, how does that come with the word of God? Peter was in the midst of, when Jesus was about to be exited out of here, he stopped them so many times. Peter cutting off ears. Jesus said, you cut people's ears off, you're going to die by the sword. Peter said, no, Jesus, don't go right now. Jesus said, I got to go to do my Father's business. Get behind me. See, there's a spirit inside there I need to deal with. See, some of that stuff that we got in us, God help us get it out of there. Evict some people out of there.
Yes.
Oh, that y'all got quiet. You got to evict some people out of your space that you do all of what God say to do. Sometimes, majority of the time, we just got to evict our feelings and our emotions. It's just my imagination running away. But God ain't getting no glory out of it. Elder Brooks, you coming? Come on, Elder Brooks. Hallelujah. Come on, let's celebrate them. Elder Brooks. I ain't got my towel on and stuff, so let my father finish.
Praise the Lord. The only thing I just hear is say, He made a way when my back was against the wall and it looked as if it was over. He made a way. So I'm standing here today only because you made the way. You gotta go back. You gotta remember that He made the way. He made the way. We made the mess, but He made the way. Y'all act like y'all ain't been in nothing. You know you slept with that person. You know you shouldn't have. You did that, but He made the way out. He made the way out. You know, your mind was fickle when you got on the internet and you talked to that person. That's right. But He made the way when He got you out of your own way and closed the phone down because you dropped it in the water. He made a way. See, when your back was against the wall, when the finances didn't work right, when your relationship you thought you was going to be with for a while, and he dumped you, or she dumped you.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
And you didn't know where you was going, and he just hold you up. He made the way. That's why I always got to be a thank you. When your kids were sick, and he made the way. When you ain't have no insurances, they say, I got you. He made the way. He made the way. When your back was against the wall. Say, He moved mountains.
Yes.
He caused walls to fall. With His power, perform miracles. Everybody sit in your seat at the middle. How about that nobody else knows. That's right. And you know. That's right. And God got you out. Come on. He performed miracles. He's still performing. He's still performing. Some stuff we did touch.
Yeah, for real.
And no one knows. Yes. And God came past and cleaned that mess up.
Yes.
My Lord.
Yes.
Performing. He's still performing. He's still performing.
Yes.
He's still performing. That's why you got to give Him praise. I don't care what your situation is. You got to give him praise. Even when you're back against the wall, he can perform the miracle. Sing another song, my wife say, you know, he made the way. My eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, that it entered into the heart of man. But I have for the ones who love me. Woo. Do you love him today? Yes. You gotta love him. I don't care what situation you're in, you gotta love him.
That's right.
He the only one can get you out. Yes. The only one can step into your mess and pull you out and clean you up at the same time. At the same time. I'm not going to be for long. I just want to encourage you to keep on loving him despite where you at. Despite whatever situation you're in. Despite wherever your mind is. Keep on loving you. Keep on loving him. Because he only has the power to get you out. He has the power to get you out. He made a way when my back was against the wall and it looked as if it was over. He made a way. He made a way when my back was against the wall and it looked as if it was over. He made a way.